Hey everybody. Had a little slip there. Good morning and welcome to another weekend of coffee talk. Hey, I'm happy today. This is the weekend, and guess what? The temperature is going to be up in I think about the 50s today. Wow, man! Talk about the weather, huh? Change of weather. We've had oh, last week we was running the air conditioner for 2 or 3 days. Got up in the 80s. 81, I think, was the high last week. And what a few days later, 2, 3 days later, it snowed again. And anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. I kind of mixed things up a little bit, so it's not just going to be talking about one certain topic. So anyway, we live in a town or a city. Some people call it a city. They call it a city. This is a city of Mansfield. It's too big to be a town. It's just it's huge. Yeah, and you're gonna have to excuse the light. it's it's on me here. I'm sitting next to a window that I can't close it out. So anyway, I've got a few things to run by you. First of all, listening to StreamYard videos that they live streams that they do, they have a giveaway on there, and one of the giveaways was the T-shirt, and it nice T-shirt. I like it. This is where I stream from is StreamYard.com, and along with this T-shirt, they gave me a coffee mug. So it's a nice big size coffee mug. I mean, it'll hold probably 2.5 cups of coffee. So oh yeah, and don't forget puddles. Puddle. I think it was puddles. Puddles. Yeah. Um, I got this from StreamYard. It's my little puddles. It's my little ducky. It's got his little StreamYard headphones on, and he's just all happy and all ready to go there. And he says, "Hi, hi." I thought that was so cute. So anyway, I got that. I don't know what else. A pillow. They got a pillow that I'm trying to win. It's like the little small couch pillow, and it's got the duck on it too. So I'm trying my best to win that one. They got some real interesting topics on there. Um, let's do a cheers to all the coffee drinkers, and we'll just start with that. Oh, this is on both sides too. It's either for a left-handed or right-handed person, and I thought that was nice. That you don't turn the handle on it; it's just got the duck on both sides. So here, cheers to all the coffee drinkers on a Saturday morning. Yeah, that's a good stuff there. All right, what I want to do is start out. Um, let's go. Let's go to grilling out. Um, grilling out. Let's see. Yeah, I got a grilling out. I should have had this already put up there. Um, all right, where is it? Hey, there you go. Let's put this one up first because this one here is so cool. Coffee. You haven't had enough until you can thread a sewing machine while it's running. Uh, that's awesome. I just think that's awesome. That was a good picture. And so we'll take the little kitty cat off of there. I thought that was cool. Anyway, we are going to search, like I said, first thing we're talking about is grilling out. I got some pictures here, just a few pictures that I had. Um, all right, we'll put this one here up. And it says, howdy. All right, let's make it a little bigger. Let's see how we're going to do that. Yeah, we can do that. There we go. Howdy. Okay, I did have, I still do have a cooking grilling website, a page, not page, Facebook page. Um, Not a whole lot of people on there, but and it just goes. I mean, Facebook is kind of an odd place to be. You go on there and you make your page, you invite all your friends and everything, and here you got 300 and some friends on there, and what happens? How many people talk to you? I got maybe two or three, four. It's something different. I I just do it. It's fun. I just do it. Um, Grilling out. I was going to put a bunch of pictures on here, and I just didn't get to it. But anyway, I had a set of cast iron skillets that, well, I'll show you one of them. That's pitiful. Is it? Is it not pitiful? And it just, I mean, look at that. I don't know. Um, I've heard so many ways different people say, "Oh, you can save that." Uh, okay, so I started searching and looking up things how to save your cast iron skillets. And the best thing I ever done for them, first thing I did was I threw that little booger on a fire on my grill. I didn't throw it on a fire. I fired up my grill and got it hot. I don't know, just about 400 degrees or so. And I set that skillet on there and I let it go for till it got hot, hot. And then I took a little scraper and I scraped it, and scraped it till I got all the main rust off of it. Then I took some oil, just regular cooking oil, and I coated it with the cooking oil. I think it was um, canola, might have been vegetable oil, I don't know. But anyway, I took it and coated it real good and put it back on the grill. In about an hour, I took it off and let it cool down. I took it in the house and I scrubbed it real good with some um, SOS pads. I said some people use a drill with a brush on it, but I didn't. I used the SOS pad and got it cleaned up and put some oil on it and run it through the grill again. And it came out good. I've got a picture here to show you that what it looks like after it was done. See here. I ended up doing all my stuff. Now on this one here, the Dutch oven, it was already fine and dandy. But here is what they looked like when I was done with them. And the one that you was looking at was, let me see, one of these two here. think it was this one for sure. And if you zoom in, that's what it looks like after I was done. Now this other one here, the picture's not real great on, for I mean, it looked good. It did. It looked good. And then here I had a little ashtray, and that was, oh, I don't know. It's pretty bumpy, but it's clean. And I did that. Now this was nice. If I wanted to make me some sausage and egg McMuffin, I drop an egg in that little sucker, and it's just the right size when it comes out. So those are sausage, little regular sausage patty will fit right in there. You can cook that. So that's the way it came out. Um, I was pretty happy with the way it worked. And this one here, I have been using this one since I don't know when, two, 2000 something. And it's just as smooth and slick as a baby's butt. And it is it's like Teflon. You put an egg in there and cook it, and it'll slide right out. So I thought I'd show that to you, kind of give you an idea of what you can do with an old cast iron skillet. Um, yeah, it sure looks a whole lot better than this one here. I'm telling you. Most people would say, "I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna throw it away." Well, don't throw it away. Send it to me. Ah, I can fix that up in one day. That's all it takes, about one day to get it ready to go. Cheers to all the coffee drinkers on a Saturday morning. If, if by chance you're on here and you want to message me, there's this one thing you will have to do, and to be able to message me, let me find that. Um, yeah, here we go. This go to this StreamYard, https double dot slash slash StreamYard.com/Facebook, and give it permission to share your name, and your comment photo, your photo. If you're sending me a message and you haven't um, confirmed that it's okay, I'll get the message, but I won't get who it's from. And this here just it's one time deal. Once you do it, you don't have to do it again, and that will open it up to where your name and picture will show up on StreamYard on this live stream. So do that, and you'll be all set to go. Okay. What else are we going to say here? Hmm. We got. Okay. I'm not only on here. Okay. If you're on here, you know where to find me on Facebook.com/Weekend Coffee Talk. But if you happen to want to watch me on YouTube, I'm showing this live on YouTube, and that would be under YouTube channel www.mprp.us. MPRP stands for My Podcast Radio Page. I beat the high price. Yeah, I beat the high price thing there by putting it kind of scrambled up. If I put podcast on there, they say, "Oh, there's a lot of podcasts out there. It's going to cost you more to have that one for your address. Okay, and I see a mistake I made here, so I'm going to take this off for a second. And there we go. I put on there .com. I have to change that. Oh, okay. There we go. Now I can scroll back up there. Okay, let's move on. Yeah. How about some geocaching? Anybody do any geocaching? I'm sure somebody watching me has done some geocaching. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put me up a couple little things here. Let's see. Geocaching worldwide treasure hunt. First thing that you need is a geobike. I got me a geobike. I did have a geobike. Get down, kitty. Get down. There we go. I don't want no kitty cat up here in my face. I don't mind it, but no, stay. Caught a glimpse of her. Sit. There you go. All right. Here's a picture of my geobike that I did have. I haven't had this for a while. We moved to Florida, and wow. I mean, I had it all decked out with my GPS, my phone, a little box on there, and a bag with all my um, geo stuff in it. Had a tire pump on it. Little toolbox under the seat. Oh wow, I miss that bike. I wish I had never got rid of it. Stay up there, kitty. No, stay. Oh, you're not going to do it, are you? Well, maybe she'll settle down here in a minute. Okay, so that was my Geo bike, and I've got okay. Here we go. This is a nano roller. If you know what a nano roller is, these geocaches come in all different sizes, shapes, and forms. I mean, you can use anything. Uh, they've got a nano, micro, bison tube. They're anywhere from this big to this big, and then they go into the pencil box size for. Well, there we go. Okay, that's not good. From pencil box holders, plastic ones. Uh, we've seen them as big as wow. I mean, it's amazing what size you can get. Those plastic kitty litter boxes. The kitty, yeah, it's got the kitty cat litter in it. Those yellow plastic buckets that hold like 40 pounds of cat litter. Um, I used one of them one time, made a geocache out of it. And I had so much stuff in there, some swag. Swag is things that you put in there that's not really worth much, but it's a treasure hunt when kids go. I mean, they can dig through there and find things that wow. And so what you want to do is um, take it to oh, you can take and exchange things. A lot of kids carry stuff with them. I mean, from marbles to wooden nickels to just about anything you can put in there except something that pertaining to firearms or food, things like that. I mean, there's all kind of rules and things going on here, but you can if you're interested in geocaching, you can check it out. Uh, yeah, here we go. Go to geocaching.com/. guide, and you can check that out and see what it's all about. It's got all kinds of questions, and answers, and things on there that you, when you get done checking through all that, you'd be an official geocacher. And the reason why I kind of brought up geocaching today is because my wife and I went. Let's see. This is what, Saturday, Friday, Thursday. I think it was Thursday. We went geocaching, and one of them we found in the woods out by a mall on the edge, outside edge of town. And I'm telling you what it was. If I find a picture of it, we found the geocache. There it is, and it was really an odd thing. It was a puzzle, and this one here is the one I found on my 100th find when I went geocaching. It's a bank. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right up on the top, let me get my pointer out here. Right up here on the top of it is a square. I think it's on the bottom. I don't know where it's at, but there's a square here, and this little stainless steel ball. I mean, it's tricky. Oh man, you have to get it down and in and around and drop down to another level and get it in, out and around to find another hole to get it down to the bottom, and then finally, I mean, I can sit here all day just telling you about it, but you can actually, when that ball gets in the right hole, there's a little lever, little thing there that you can slide it over, and that ball will make it open, and then you take the lid off of it. And that was the cache. Had the log sheet in there, had a few small swags in it. Uh, so we was out there looking for this, and run across something that was like a piece of leather laying there on the ground, and I thought, what is that? So I reached down and picked it up, and then it was a purse. Uh, oh man, I had 4 or 5 zippers on it, different places, ways to get into it. And so I told my wife, I said, I'm going to get a pair of pliers. I couldn't unzip it. It'd been in the mud for a while, and it looked like it had washed downhill and it got stuck on a tree limb, an old dead fell tree, whatever. And so it was collecting a lot of water and mud. And I was curious about it, so I took it back to the car, got my pliers, and I started unzipping the zippers on that thing. Uh, found found a little wallet in there. And the wallet had 2 driver's licenses of 2 different women. It had a debit card from a bank. It had some other cards in there, like bonus card things from, you buy something and swipe your card and you get points. It had a pair of scissors, a little small, what they had them in there for. It had a set of keys to the car. It was a Toyota, um, fairly new because it had the little beeper. What does they call it? Keyless entry thing with the buttons you can push and unlock the door and the trunk and all that, whatever. Uh, so I said, well, we need to call the police. So I called the police number that I had in my phone. We was already out of that district. And I explained all this to the lady. She says, well, we can't come out there. This is not our district. You have to call this other police department. And I said, okay. She gave me the number. And so we called them, talked to the dispatcher, told him everything that had happened. And he said, I would sure like to send a car out there and talk to you about that. see what it's about. And I said, okay. And he said, it'll take maybe 3 or 4 minutes for us to get there. Okay. So here comes the police. This police came out there in his SUV with his drug dog, I guess. Maybe it was a people person searching dog. I don't know. But the dog was in the car. You could hear him barking. He's wanting to get out. And he come over to the back of my car, and I had the door open on the back. And he says, wow. I said, yeah. I said, we found this while we was geocaching. I said, you know what geocaching is? He says, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. He says, there's one here. I said, yeah. And he says, wow, could you show it to me? I've never seen one before. So, like, here, these driver's license there and the bank cards there and all the car keys and the purse and all this stuff. He wanted to see that geocache. And that's the first thing he did was ask to see it. Well, I took him over to the tree. It was SPOS, and that stands for Suspicious Pile of Sticks. If you're geocaching, you know what I'm talking about. That uh, geocache was in it was the same as this here. Where am I at? There. Get my finger up there. Come on. I can't do it that way. It was there we go. It was the same as this one here, this puzzle cache with the bank. And I went and showed it to him. And he said, what's in it? And I opened it up. I took it out, the wood off, the sticks off of the thing, and opened it up. And oh, he was amazed. He was thrilled. This guy. Uh, so then he says, "Where did you find that purse at?" And I said, "Well, it was over here a little way." So I took him over there and showed him where the purse was, and told him that it was laying here by this log underneath this big um, what do you call it, fungus thing, that grows out of the side of the trees. And he was really excited over that. So he said, well, he says, I'll go back to and get all that stuff, that you found and take it in to the station and we'll run it through. And before he left, he did run a license check on both of the licenses, and they both came back not current. They had expired like in February this year. And so he was really nice about it, the whole thing. I don't know what happened. He said I could call, sometime and find out if they located him, got it back to him, or whatever. I don't know how much to tell me about that, but they're not going to probably tell me a whole lot about it. So there was that, um, and oh, there's a nice shot. Here's a here's one that I had hid back in 2000. I don't know, 2000, uh, 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. Um, that was a good one. Hard to find. Had a lot of stuff in it. And it was, okay. Uh, Other than that, I got one now in my front yard. It's a multi cache. And you got to find the first stage to get the coordinates to the final stage. And there's been people looking at it, finding it, signing the log sheet and everything. It's a fun game. Check it out. You know, um, it's fun for kids and adults. A lot of adults go out there. Here's one that paper mache. I think that's what you call it. Paper mache. You make things out of newspaper and glue or whatever it is, you know. And this one here was a little bit tricky. Look at there. You know that I'd want to make sure the coordinates was set right on the center of that thing before I went and stuck my my, my finger up in there. Looky right there, see the hole? Yeah, and there's a container, like a 35 millimeter camera container. You know, you've seen them. They still make them. Um, well, I'm telling you, they are fine. I didn't know. Some people would just walk up to it without even thinking. Um, Best time to go to look for one like that is in the wintertime when all the bees are, you know, like, hibernating. Let's see. I guess let's get off of geocaching for a little bit. Whoa. So this is coffee. I just love these things. Um, can you imagine? Oh boy. All right, so let's see what other pictures I've got up here. I got that one. Okay, I showed you the skillets. The blank. Showed you the nano roller. I didn't finish my story about the nano roller, did I? So this is on some of the smaller geocaches, especially the ones that are only about that tall. Little bitty thing. I mean, I put one on my thumbnail one time. And, you know, my thumbnail is not, yeah. And I laid that across my thumbnail. That's small. That's a micro. Um, but anyway, to get the log sheet out, you have to use a pair of tweezers. And you get the tweezers and you pull that log sheet out and you unroll it, sign it. And you got to roll it back up to fit back in that little container. So this here is made. It was a homemade one. And if you can look at it and see that it is just a quarter key. That I drilled a hole through this dowel, wooden dowel. Got it from Walmart, 90 cents, 88 cents. It's got like a 3 foot piece, so you can make plenty of whatever. And I had a little bit of varnish left over, so I stained it, drilled a hole through it, shoved that down there, and right before I got to the end, I put some epoxy on the carter on the well where the hole is, and then I pushed it on down there where I wanted it, and let that epoxy take hold, and put a key ring on it. I've got a one or two of them in my geocache out in the front yard there for a giveaway. If somebody wanted it, they could take it. You know, leave something, some value to it, what that is. Well, that's uh, that's a homemade one. Now you can buy one for about $8, or you can make one for about buck and a half. So up to you. Oh boy, that's. If you got any questions or anything, any of this stuff, send me a message, and I'll be glad to get back to you with that. Okay, geocaches. They've got them in who knows how many different places. They've got the oldest geocache of the state. They've got the biggest geocache of the state. the smallest geocache in the state. But I want to show you this picture here. This is the smallest post office in the United States. That's Okeechobee, Florida. That's it. That is their, what is it, 12 by 12, 10 by 10 shed. That's all it is one of them old sheds. They got the door. It's kind of like the old doors, right in here. It's there's a top and a bottom to the door, so they can open the top, and there's a like a shelf there on the top of that bottom part. That they only open, I think, 1 or 2 hours a day, and you get a big parking lot. Can you imagine that at a post office? But there was a geocache there, and went and got that one, and it was micro. Wouldn't you know it? The smallest geocache at the smallest post office in the United States. That was awesome. All right, let's see where we at now. Fishing? Oh, I got a little bit of yeah, got that out of there. How about fishing? We can talk about that for a little bit. And this is my prize fishing pole, and I say that because that's the smoothest geared down pole that I've or rod that I've ever had. Reel, reel, rod, reel. Okay. Anyway, if you notice the handles, I had taken some string and made the handles over the top of it. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, it got a lot better grip to it. This foam, when I bought it, these handles was foam, and I just wrapped that string around that foam, and it just made it extra nice, to hold. And we went out and got our fishing license last week. We haven't been fishing yet. Uh, when we was in Florida, I got my fishing license for free because I was over 65 years old. Uh, okay, that was nice. Um, come back to Ohio, and over 65 years old, it's half price. So I think it was $10. I had to pay $10 for my fishing license, and I just, I mean, I can see where they need the money, to help preserve this and to preserve that and everything. But uh, yeah, I guess it's a good deal. But when I spent 5 years in Florida and fished for free, I mean it's a little high. So I thought, let's see what else we got here. This is my favorite one. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't have to. You can't make me. I'm retired. I like that. Nothing to do with fishing. Not geocaching. We're doing live streaming. That's a nice cup. I like that cup. Ooh wee. Thank you, StreamYard. I mean, they didn't let me win, but I won. Took me a long time. I'd hit that my name on there every show. They do a winner, so that was nice. They sent that to me. And I bought. I didn't buy the duck. The duck was free. You know, so free duck, but I had to pay shipping. So yeah, hey, Now I find out that they're giving them away. They pay the shipping. Oh well, you can't win them all. I don't know what else. I think I'm about to show you everything I've got here. So got that, got that, got that. Oh, I think I've done it. Yeah, I went through all the pictures that I had saved for the show. Uh, and that's pretty much it. That's about what I was going to talk about today. Let's see. My geocaching. If you want, like I said, if you want to learn more about geocaching, go to geocaching.com/guide. If you want to sign up for it, just go to geocaching.com. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can sign up as a free account, or you can sign up for a premium account. The free account, you don't get as much, to work with. And the premium account is only 29.99 or whatever a year. And there's an option where you can pay every 3 months if you want, which comes out to um, ten $10.50 or something like that every 3 months. And you can get direct, withdrawal right out of your account, your bank account. That's the best way to do it. Just remember, every 3 months you got to have $10 in it. Some months I had to borrow $10. Oh boy, I got it all scheduled out on my um, little planner thing. I put $7 and I can't remember the name, the amount, but it's like $7.14 a month is what it comes out to. And so every month when I figure out my bills, I leave so much in this account for my bills, and then this other account is what I spend on everything else. So every month I add that $7.14 into that account. So when my 3 months is up, it's there. I start planning. Uh, so anyway, hey, like I said, if you want to watch on, what I have most of them on there. Okay, there's my aftercash page. Now I do my aftercash. That's where we talk about what we did after we cached. Like we went out the other day and geocached, and I just told it on here. One of the things that came up yesterday, we got a hit on a geocache that was just published. Um, I think it was about an hour before I got it because I wasn't on the line. But I told my wife, she says, "You want to go get a geocache?" I said, "Well, here's one that they just put out about an hour ago." And I looked it up, and there's already a first to find on it. They're hard to find. They're hard to get. First to find. You don't get nothing for it except it says I've had 30 or 40 first to finds. But anyway, we okay. Let's go get it. I said, "There's that one." I said, "There's another one that's got 40 favorite points. That's got to be a good geocache, something worth looking at." I says, "You want to go north 35 miles to find a new one? Or do you want to go south?" I think it was 32, 31 miles to find one that's got 40 favorite points. Well, the one up north was in a cemetery, and she likes cemetery caches, so we drove 30, 30. I think it was 35 miles to a cemetery. Got out the car, walked about 140 feet, found it, and it was nice. It was brand new ammo can, and um, it had quite a bit of swag in it. And when we opened it up, she says, "Well, there's 4 people that signed this." I said, "Okay." So from the time we seen one person found it to the time we got there, 3 other people found it. So there's 4 people found it within an hour and a half. But it was nice. We signed the logs and got back in the car and drove home. That's the longest we've went. Oh boy, I'm getting tired. That's the farthest we've went, or yeah, the farthest we've drove for one cache. Usually we go 30, 40 miles from home. We'll spend 5 or 6 hours. Um, I have a list, of all the caches in that area. So it was fun. Okay, I think I ought to pretty much end this. 47 minutes I've been on here jabbering. Okay. Like I say, if you got have any questions, while we're live anyway, put hashtag ask in the comments. So you put hashtag ask and then your question or whatever, a comment that you want me to see. I'm not picking my nose, I was itching it there. Okay. And don't forget, make your StreamYard.com/Facebook. So, and let them know that you're letting them put your name and picture on your comments so we know who it's from. And now that's only one we're allowed to do. You can make comments on here whenever, because as soon as this is over with, you'll be able to go back and watch it. And I'm telling you, let me show you this. I got a website, podcastradio.com. And you can go on there and you can find what these shows are about. I've got 3 of them, 2 of them that I do pretty regular, but the third one I'm not so much into it because wow, okay, there we go. Got two computers here, and I get confused. Oh man, no, 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 I ain't old yet. I'm in my prime. Yeah, and it's not there. All right, here we go. There we go. Here is my podcast. All right. I'm gonna try to do this. Stop sharing this stuff and bring up this other one here. So when you get there, screen. Okay, there it is. There's what it looks like when you get there. It's not a very good picture of it, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can tell when you get there. Go about us. There's my geocaching adventure, and it's got a like down here at the bottom tells you where you can find it at YouTube or whatever. Wednesday is contact us below. Be on our show. You can be on our show on geocaching, weekend coffee with Uncle James, or spirits from the grave. That's one I haven't been on yet. I haven't done that one yet. It's a new one. Help our cause. All right, there we go. Contact us. Just put your name, email, message on there. Send it. Ask us about being on the show. Better yet, call us. We have a they're, they're normal business hours, which is 9 to 9. I don't want no midnight phone calls. So anyway, that is podcastradio.com. I guess that's pretty much all I got. And go ahead and knock that out of there. Um, yeah. So I'm thinking about just going ahead and shutting the show down for today. It's almost been an hour, and that's long enough to listen to somebody jabber on. But if you're interested, like and share, like and share, like and share on my page. Like and follow, yeah, like and follow and share. You can share. Hey, we're right back there. We got an air conditioner the other day. Remember I told you it was up like 80 degrees? Well, we didn't have an air conditioner last summer. And we moved up here and everything. We just couldn't go get one. So this year we got us an air conditioner. And it hit 81 degrees. And I told my wife, that's it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 fans. We had every window open. We had fans pulling air in. We had fans pushing air out. Bad. But running 4 fans, we could use one air conditioner, right? And you can see up there get my finger up there, the shadow of the fan, ceiling fan going around. That would circulate. That air conditioner is good, but we didn't get the air conditioner until a couple days after that 81 degrees. And after we got the air conditioner put in, we've only ran it like twice because we turned our heat back on. Oh, I'm telling you, this is this is so much fun. Let's see. Let me get rid of this one. Okay. So, nobody left a comment. Let's see where anybody's watched this today. But, you come and go. You can watch it anytime you want to. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. How many times have I said that now? Wow. Oh, if we can make 5 more minutes, it'll be an hour. Yeah, an hour, and I haven't drank all my coffee. I'm only down to half a cup. I just see a sticker underneath there. Oh, don't want that sticker on there. That'd be all messed up, wouldn't it? Oh, that'll come off of my thumbnail. Yeah, we'll do that later. Got the I'm not even gonna tell you what it says. Tells you where it's made at. That's what it does. Now everybody's gonna be looking at the bottom of the cup when they take a drink, see if they can figure it out. Because you know where it was made at. Anytime you got a sticker on a coffee cup. Hey, this is Hiker James, aka Hiker James 52. If you want to look me up on geocaching.com as a add a friend, Hiker James 52. Um, we've hit, I think, 570 geocaches so far. I've hidden 7 of them total, but 6 of them I gave away to a friend of mine, and that was that was awesome. Hiding all those, having fun. I got the one hidden in my front yard now. That's an ammo can. I've got a computer, a tower, the uh, Acer, I think, tower, and that thing burned up, and I took it all apart, everything, completely out of the insides of it, and then I took one of the little plastic ammo cans, filled it up with stuff, and set it up inside that, and then slipped the lid back on. Just a little key thing, a little hook through the hole so that it wouldn't come off by itself. Looking for a place to put it. I want to put it someplace where nobody will take it. That's the thing about geocaching. You go putting them things out there and you don't know how long they're going to stay. Um, People sometimes just take them because, wow, look at that. I want one of them. So you got to be careful where you put them at. Um, so anyway, little ducky says, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, he's kissing me. I like it. I'm proud of it. My coffee cup and my t-shirt. And I'm trying, like I said, to win that little couch pillow. Okay, y'all have the rest of the fine weekend. I always say that. Y'all enjoy the rest of the weekend. And this is the end of our live show. And we, anyway, we will see you all next week, same time, same place. Till then, keep on drinking coffee.